There was a lot of activity there. There was some good back and forth. Offense started out, had a couple of good early series. Then you guys controlled a lot of drives right in the middle. And then towards the end, the offense really started to catch a little bit of momentum and kind of got in a little bit of a groove. Give me your overall assessment of what you saw today out of your defense.
I think right now we're probably as young with our second group as we were back in probably 2014, maybe younger. Maybe a lot younger. So what we got to do is get it to where those guys can play hard and simplify some things when they're in there. But I think our first group is a guy, some guys that look like they know what they're doing, but we're still making tiny mistakes like jumping off sides to extend drives on third down, or just the penalties on the sideline to get them out of the hole. I like to get to where we're more efficient with our defense, and then we certainly have to tackle better. But if you go back and look at the whole scrimmage, man, there was some really good things up front with some guys. T. Sam's made a tackle for a loss in what I would call a critical part of the field, and we got the pick down there in the down there in the red zone, which I thought was really good. So as we go back and work towards next week's scrimmage, I think we'll see that we go back to the fundamentals and get away from as much scheme work.
You talked a little bit about the guys up front. The offense moved the pocket a little bit today to try to kind of offset some of your straight up rush. How did you feel like you guys really did on creating the kind of up front pressure you wanted today? And then how did the linebackers fit behind that? Because you did have, there were a couple of long runs that broke today. Give me a little assessment of how those, kind of 5 to 8 guys were kind of working together today.
The fits with the linebackers were going to be off because we had a couple of guys that were out that normally go with that second group, and so some of those guys in that third group just didn't have the reps at some of the calls that we're making. So those fits just weren't what we wanted them to be, and I can understand why. The matching the numbers, I thought we did that on that first long touchdown run. We just assignment-wise had 2 guys go to the pitch instead of one of them on the quarterback. So just made a mistake there that we can't make. And will we get better at this? I mean, it's still going to take some time for the freshmen to get to where they're confident. So reps will help them get there, but I don't know that reps in 1 week will get them where we want them.
So you're 21 days from Athens. With where you would like to be ideally with this defense as a whole at this point in camp, where are you relative to, I'd like to be here? You're pretty much there, or is there still some more work to do before you're going to feel like you're kind of on track?
Yeah, we got to get healthy. I mean, that's I think a lot of people may say that during camp, but that's especially the case for us. We got to get the guys that are ready to play, the reps that mean something, and that's not to take away from evaluation process that we need for the younger guys, but you can see a difference between guys that have experience and the ones that don't. So if we walk into the game against Georgia playing guys with little or no experience, then that's not going to be in our favor for sure. So as we move forward, everything is about trying to get those guys healthy and back into our lineup so that they get good quality reps for that game.
Good deal.
All right,
Nate. Thanks for everything.